Hey everyone, Lee Sports Wisconsin columnist Jim Polzin back for another week of the Open Gym Mailbag, the video version. This week's question comes from Keith Schmidt, friend of program and friend in real life. At Madtown Keith is his Twitter handle. Keith wants to know any insight on potential transfers for UW football that could make a significant impact next year. Really good question, and it would have been a lot more boring of an answer 24 hours ago because Wisconsin added two transfers last night, both from UCLA, interestingly enough. A defensive back, Jay Shaw, who was a second team All Pac-12 last season, and then a wide receiver, Keontez Lewis, who's from East St. Louis, Illinois, had a great list of offers coming out of high school. I'm excited about both of those prospects. That makes four transfers in all this cycle so far. The other two are Vito Calvaruso, a kicker from Arkansas, and Justin Clark, a seventh-year senior cornerback from Toledo, who has ties to UW cornersbacks coach Hank Poteet. So that's four in all. I guess my answer yesterday was going to be that we should all be patient because the transfer portal can sometimes extend a long time. I was going to say that keep waiting until the spring because oftentimes guys will go through spring practice with their programs, realize that they're not a really great fit or they don't have a role, and then decide to transfer then and move on. And that's when Wisconsin can then pluck some guys and add to the roster. That happened last year with Ches Malusi, who came from Clemson. That transfer process wasn't done till early summer. So I don't think this is necessarily the end of the transfer portal process for Wisconsin. I think there could be more to come yet. So I'd be patient, but I do think that what this UCLA pairing coming to UW shows too is that Paul Chryst and his staff can be really quiet because I hadn't heard much about either of these kids considering Wisconsin, or their names never even popped up. So who knows when and if Wisconsin will add another process. But I do really like these two additions. Two positions of need. Cornerback, there's a lot of depth to be replaced there. They lost Faion Hicks, they lost Caesar Williams, so I think getting Jay Shaw in really helps the competitiveness in that group. And then wide receiver is obviously a big need, and Keontez Lewis didn't put up great stats in his first season at UCLA, but he played 11 games, one start, and like I said, had a great list of offers. He's a big receiver. I know Wisconsin likes big receivers, so I would expect him to be in the mix for playing time almost immediately. Before I go, there is one more transfer out there that has gotten some buzz. I'm not exactly sure why, and that's Caleb Williams, the quarterback from Oklahoma, who somehow dots have been connected to Wisconsin. I don't want to rule that out completely, but I would be completely stunned if Caleb Williams ended up at Wisconsin. I know there's ties to Dean Engram. I know that he is from the Washington, D.C. area. I know there's an article in which he praises Russell Wilson, who's obviously a transfer that came to Wisconsin and played under Paul Chryst. So maybe there's a connection there. I just don't see it. I think Caleb Williams is going to have a ton of great offers. I'd be kind of stunned if he didn't end up at USC with his old coach, Lincoln Riley. So I just don't want Badgers fans to get their hopes up that this might come true. So thanks again. Read the rest of the mailbag below. Got some good stuff on UW football, UW men's basketball, even a Packers question. And thanks for submitting questions, and we'll see y'all next week.